Hello everybody, I'm Acelegin and jump scare! Haha, gotcha. Welcome to part 2 of my top 10 Danielverse anti-heroes list. I am so sorry for the wait, but here it is. As I've already covered numbers 10 through 6, I will be starting with 5 this time. So here's the next man on our list. Acelegin. This guy was initially introduced as a villain and the leader of a group of Slender proxies including Mirror and Sound. As a child, he was given a power by the Game Master, giving him an insanely high IQ and an enhanced awareness of the supernatural. However, his body rejected his powers at first, causing his hair to turn white. As he grew older, he became aware of the Slender Man watching his younger brother, Adam. In order to protect his brother, he agreed to become Slender Man's servant, and even underwent the enhancement process. But when he did, rather than his body becoming stronger, his mind was enhanced instead. He developed strong telepathy, allowing him to read other people's minds, control their actions, and create illusions at will. By pushing his powers to their limit, he's able to alter the fabric of reality, allowing him to give substance to his illusions, move objects from a distance, and even erase matter from existence. Unfortunately, using his powers to this degree is dangerous, as it shortens his already dismal lifespan. Upon discovering his parents dead, with the culprit seeming to be Slender Man, he rebelled against his master and went on the run with his brother. He began picking up other runners and traveling with them, hoping to protect as many people as he could from the fears. During the December 11th incident, it was ultimately Acelegin who defeated the Game Master by using his reality-warping powers to destroy his body. As far as his combat skills go, Isaac is a fairly proficient hand-to-hand fighter and a polearm wielder, using a warglaive as his weapon of choice. His high IQ also allows him to read his opponent's movements in advance and figure out how their powers work and what their weaknesses are. So yeah, there's number 5, one of my personal favorites, and up next we have number 4. David Calloway. David is the son of Carlton Calloway and Sheila Malcator. When David was 6, his father killed his mom in a fit of drunken rage. The Slender Man then appeared to David, encouraging him to avenge her by taking his dad's life. Eventually, he became a servant of the Slender Man and took to killing people that he felt deserved to die. He became an enhanced and was later brought into one of the Game Master's tournaments. He came to realize that he'd lived his entire life under the Slender Man's thumb and decided to abandon his servitude and seek freedom. During the tournament, he burnt a pair of Yu-Gi-Oh cards possessed by fragments of the Brute and the Vision, both of which ended up bonding to him. In the semi-finals, he was pitted against Blair. Although he defeated them easily, he came to realize Blair was the only one in the tournament who still had any good left in them, and he decided to throw the match. His heart then began to give out on him due to his enhancement, and realizing he was going to die, he attempted a coup against the Game Master, but his heart exploded before he could pull it off. The Game Master then revived him and forced him into servitude. After the Game Master's death, David became free again and became a regular ally to Daniel. As an enhanced, David has increased strength, agility, and a high pain tolerance. The fragment of the Brute within him gives him even further strength, but sometimes causes him to slip into an unstoppable berserk rage. The fragment of the Vision in him gives him enhanced supervision, which takes him a while to master, and he eventually gains the power to control energy and sprout chitinous wings and a gauntlet on his right hand. By combining the Brute and the Vision's power together, he can enter a highly powerful armored form. He's good at hand-to-hand combat, particularly Muay Thai, and has become a competent swordsman with a great sword he obtained during the tournament. He also possesses an emissary power called Advanced Instinct, which allows him to rapidly adapt to any situation he finds himself in. He's become a decent duelist as well, having defeated Gordon Taylor multiple times, as well as other opponents. The only person he's ever lost to was Daniel in some off-screen sparring matches. It's eventually revealed that he's a descendant of the Vision and is the cousin of Benjamin Malcator. So yeah, that's number 4. Next up is one of my best ones, number 3. Justin Gremory Fearon, the main protagonist of Dark Subconscious. He was once a close friend of Daniel Ferris, but they had a falling out after Justin joined a gang called the Timberwolves. He was later killed by a group of proxies and was assimilated into the Archangel. Several years later, Daniel saved Justin from the Archangel by tearing his soul from it and absorbing it into his own subconscious. Justin became the first of many souls to be brought into Daniel's subconscious, and he unintentionally took some of the Archangel's power when he did. Justin has since been trying to atone for his past mistakes. It was later revealed that Justin's death and his later absorption into Daniel had all been planned by the Jack of All, who intended to make Justin into the Archangel's successor and place him in his debt so that he'd have control over a fear. Justin rejected Jack's plan, choosing to fight against him. He came to accept his dark power but refused to let it control him. Justin is fiercely loyal to his friends. When they were killed by Decidia, he unleashed the full power of the Archangel and challenged Decidia, and eventually defeated him by using his power against him. He then made a deal with Jack to revive his friends, despite knowing that it was exactly what Jack wanted, and would definitely end badly for him. Justin possesses the Archangel's power, giving him a variety of dark-based abilities. His weapon of choice is a scythe held in a reverse grip. Although it's generally an impractical weapon, his training under the Scythe Master has made him exceptionally deadly with them. He ultimately receives the Shattered Halo Scythe from Jack, and by besting his dark side in battle, is able to unlock its true form, the Devil's Halo, which is supposedly the halo of the Archangel. So there you go, number 3. If you want to see more of Justin, then go ahead and play Dark Subconscious, because God knows, I haven't plugged that game enough yet. I would recommend the Final Mix because it's much cooler than the regular version. And now for the number 2 pick. It's me again! No, really, it's a self-insert. I'm not Bane, you're Bane! Shut up! Marshall Smith, aka the Ace of Chaos. This character comes from another universe and accidentally sent himself back in time 800 years with a botched spell. His activities in the past created multiple new timelines, essentially making him the creator of the Danielverse. The Vision showed him his destiny several times, revealing a number of gruesome deaths to him. He managed to cheat Destiny several times. Eventually, she was won over by his stubbornness, and he convinced her to start a family with him. They had 2 children together, who would eventually lead to a long line of descendants, including Benjamin Malcator and David Calloway. When the Game Master discovered that Marshall and the Vision were together, he killed the Vision in a fit of jealous rage and sent his servants to execute Marshall and their descendants. Marshall decided to fight back by gaining the power of mana and took up the mantle of the Ace of Chaos. He was able to create and master chaos magic by blending dark and light magic together, a feat no other sorcerer could accomplish. He also forged a blade called the Godslayer, which could supposedly kill a fear, but it was lost long ago. He was able to combat the Game Master for several centuries before he was captured and imprisoned. By this point, the Game Master was too impressed by his persistence to kill him. He eventually broke free of his imprisonment and pulled a heroic sacrifice to save his descendant, Benjamin Malcator, from Silver Mist. Despite being dead, he still exists as a ghost and continues to influence the Danielverse. Am I in frame? I hope I'm in frame. I put a lot of work into this mask and I want people to see it. Anyway, that was part 2. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because I love to leave you guys hanging. I will have part 1 posted later with my number 1 pick along with some honorable mentions. And I will see you all then. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.